the holy grail. It is heavy, 9.9 pounds of gaming goodness ready to be unleashed. The biggest console I've ever owned. The biggest console you've ever owned. I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm not going to bore you with a big intro. This is the one I've been most excited for. This is the moment I've been most excited for. New generations of consoles are what I live for, and this is the next gen system. It may not have the most teraflops, it may not have the most inclusivity, it may not have the most accessibility, it may not have the most cohesiveness from console to console to console, but the PS5, the Dualsense, the alien obelisk that it is, the games that look gorgeous, this is the box that I have been banking on to be what gaming is all about to be. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from XPForce. Smash that like button. Next gen's here, both of them. I got the Series X video already up. Footage has been rolling. NBA 2K21 looking incredibly awesome. So hot you can't even touch it. But we got legendary history here. PS4's freaking Spidey, cannot wait for that Miles Morales. The PS3 was gargantuan, but nothing will compare to this big boy. I mean, the box is so big you can barely see me. I see this box, you've seen all the shots, but it never looks as big as it does when you first get it in front of you. This thing is gigantic. It is absolutely monstrous and massive. My 6-foot desk would hold like 2 of these. I'm not even joking. It is such a big box. This is the disc version, so it's got all the capabilities to carry me through every year, every game, all of it. And I gotta get this guy out. Oh my goodness gracious. I like the handle. Thanks, Sony. So I don't have to use 2 people to get this out. But this is massive. This is big, and there's that logo that will usher us into the 5th era of Sony's serendipitous serenade of absolute gaming glory. Let's go! I'm so pumped about this. I can't believe it's here. It's been a wild year. It's been such a weird year. From politics to pandemics, problems, all sorts of things have gone on. But I hope that this is the moment where we can finally take a deep breath and just enjoy for a bit. Power cord is the first guy. It's a simple power cord. In fact, it looks almost identical to the Series X power cord. I'm going to be covering all the games, okay? Astrobot, Miles Morales, Godfall, Demon Souls, Sackboy. So make sure you subscribe. Join me for this adventure. This is about the experience, not just about the gameplay, not just about the review, it's about the experience. And we're going to take it together, the DualSense, the controller. This is the one, man. I posted a video dedicated to the unboxing and the nuances of the controller, but I love it. Taking things a step forward with that haptic feedback, adaptive triggers. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I think the controller is great. It's big. I got small hands, so it feels huge, but it's substantial. It's got sweet grip. The buttons are looking lovely, encased in their clear plastic. The sticks are aligned as they should be, and you know, we do have the triggers that can get tighter, but I'm gonna wait and save impressions for this once I actually try out all the goodness. Take it right there, Peter Parker. All right, we've got guides, okay? Xbox didn't have much of this. Sony still going old school with the quick start guide and the big pamphlets. I always hold on to those. I'm not sure why. Underneath, we've got more. Here it comes. It's just rolling out. The HDMI cable. The USB charging cable. What is this? Oh, this is the stand. This might be actually of importance since this thing is, like I said, it's basically a router from 3020, right? 1,000 years in the future. We got a nice stand here to hold this guy up. It's very plasticky and cheap, but that's fine. What matters most is what is underneath the second layer, and it is egg cartoned in here. So good. You guys want to take a little peek? There it is. The future. My main, I mean, I don't know. I'm giving the Xbox Series X a total shot, right? I love what they're doing with Game Pass. I love the speed of that box. It's a really nice size. It's got really awesome graphics in NBA 2K21. I'm hopeful that they're going to be able to put forward some big stuff, and you know the promise of Bethesda is a beautiful thing. But I predict that the PlayStation is where I'll be spending most of my next-gen time. This box, goodness gracious, I could build a freaking fort for a cat out of just this cardboard, and here it is. The holy grail. It is heavy. 9.9 pounds of gaming goodness ready to be unleashed. The biggest console I've ever owned. The biggest console you've ever owned. The future of video games. The PlayStation 5. Oh my goodness, there it is. Oh my goodness, there it is. Here it is. It's huge. Let's go. Football helmet. This is an authentic Detroit Lions helmet. It is dwarfed by the size of the PlayStation 5. It is dwarfed. You want to see a PS4? Let's move these cables a little bit here. Don't need these right now. DualSense is going to be great. But for now, look. This is the PS4. That's the PS5. The PS5 is gonna eat it. The PS5 is absolutely gonna destroy it. It is so wide and so big, and it makes the PS4, which at one time felt like a hamburger of excellence, feel like it's a bite-sized candy. You can swallow this thing whole compared to the PS5. Look at this bad boy. I'm gonna do a little rotation. Ooh, pick this guy up. It actually, I don't know, it feels so much more like a computer than I expected. I guess I was thinking it would feel a little less tech. No, a little less like industrial and a little more like futuristic tech. And it is with the shiny top, okay? And it is with the shiny front. But it does very much feel like the big router that we wondered if it was. The back with the textured fans, I love that look. You got the USB ports, Ethernet port, HDMI port, power plug, keeping things real simple. It's just a box for games. And it's got the disk drive right there. You can set this bad boy down if you want to do it that way. We can see it here in its horizontal form, but that feels a little off balance, like I'm gonna be, surfboarding my way straight into maybe some sort of problem. But you do have this stand if you want to lock it in, or maybe this is for laying it down. I don't even know. I guess it's for this. Oh, it like slides on here, and then is this a controller stand? The DualSense go right here? I don't even freaking, maybe? I'm making up my own rules. I guess it can't be for that, right? I don't know what this is for. Maybe it's your cable management? But now it slides off here like it's some sort of, oh my goodness gracious. I don't know, do we rotate it? Put it this way? That doesn't seem right at all. Watch Zach fool around with the stand and not be able to figure out who needs the stand. The stand isn't gonna play Demon's Souls. The stand isn't gonna play Miles Morales Spider-Man. It's got Sony on the interior right here. Not sure if you can tell. I'm gonna try to hold it out to you. Again, great weightlifting measure for your quarantine action. If you wanna get swole before you game, you can pump these consoles. They are going to be a problem after about 10 reps. We'll have to compare it to the Series X and do deep dives once we're ready for it, but goodness gracious, this is glorious. I love it so much. It doesn't smell. The Series X had a real scent to it, a real factory scent, and I'm not sure why the PlayStation doesn't really smell, but we're gonna power this thing on, see what it sounds like. Up front here, it looks like we've got an eject button. We got the power button. They're actually clicky buttons. They're not touch buttons like back in the PlayStation 3 era or the PlayStation 4 era, where you're just tapping and touching. They are actual buttons. You're clicking, and then you've got your USB ports on the front. One looks like a C and one looks like a regular USB. And yeah, this thing is, I love how carved out this is right here. I love that this is actually like carved out of the plastic, and you can apparently take these things off pretty easily. I'll have to look in the manual to see, but eventually getting cool shelves for the PlayStation 5 to deck it out, and maybe a limited edition console will be super cool. Let's plug this thing in first. Okay, so apparently you can rotate the little hook on the back of that stand, and apparently it's supposed to always be in the base, whether it's vertical or horizontal. It just keeps it, I guess, maybe the airflow is important and also keeps it from like tipping, tilting, or rocking. But let's turn this guy on. I think it's the bottom. PlayStation sound is on, and this is ready to go. The blue light, I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna try to rotate it for you so you can get a little angle there, but there's a blue light running from the top all the way down the interior. It's very, very nice, very pretty. It reminds me of the green on the top of the Xbox Series X, although that's not electronic or LED in any way. That's just the way the plastic is coated. But this turns on. You can't really see it in the shot, but it's on, it's there. And I have to get over the tables to see. That's what's going on. Very silent, no noise, nothing going on. I wanna show you guys. Godfall is a game that I'm excited to check out, and they sent me this huge helmet, and I wanted to show you how massive this is, and yet the PlayStation 5 is still so much bigger. Pretty sweet helmet, honestly. One of the cooler things I've ever got. I think these are supposed to pop out. Pop these little pieces out, but Godfall, I'm hoping it's good. It could be mediocre as all heck, but definitely we'll have video on the channel. It might be up already. Bigger than helmets. Okay, we got to do the important test here. You guys ready for one more test? The tea kettle test. Not even close. Not even close. PlayStation 5 is absolutely massive, and I hope that the experience feels massive. I hope it feels substantial. I hope that when the DualSense turns on and when we're ready to go, that haptic feedback, the adaptive triggers, and just the whole new aesthetic of the UI of the system, of the graphics, of the speed, of the SSD, I hope it really feels new. Because what's a next gen without the next part? A new gen is just a PC upgrade cycle. And we had that with the half step of the PlayStation 4 Pro and the Xbox One X. Now those are better consoles, I enjoyed them. but they weren't anything to get super ecstatic about. Here I'm ready to dance my way through the week because this has promise. Horizon Forbidden West is a second half 2021 game, but we got Miles, Demon's Souls, Sackboy, Godfall, and more, with Ratchet & Clank promising to be a first half title, Returnal as well, and Gran Turismo. I'm so stoked for Returnal. I think that game looks sick. Plus, Cyberpunk action in a month. I've got you covered. If you can't tell already, I'm so excited to be here. I love these consoles and I love bringing you guys quality content with passion. So please subscribe, smash that like button. Let me know what you think of the PS5, this monstrous system, bigger than helmets, huger than tea kettles, and like 10 controllers high. Give me your take in the comments down below, everybody. Make sure you're staying safe, staying healthy, staying smart out there. We're gonna have to compare it sometime. That's gonna be a hard video. Not enough table space to clear this out, spread this over, and get ready for some Xbox Series X versus PS5. But in the meantime, right now, we're gonna go. Thanks a lot. See you on the next show. Until that time, though, everybody, I appreciate you. XPForce, out.